Hello everyone. This is going to be different because, quite frankly, I have nothing to do on Warframe, so I'm doing something else. And I have absolutely nothing in terms of diverse games to play, so we're doing this. I've played this game a bit. This one specifically got some black powder. I don't know if I'm the best at it or not, I just like playing it for fun. I have no real sense of direction. I'm on 4 grams of melatonin and something else I put into this special can. It makes me feel happy. Oh damn, that was my light switch. I have no idea what this video is going to be about, what it's going to look like, if I'm going to even bother editing it. So far, I've not edited a single thing because, to be honest, that involves a lot of time, which I don't want to be sitting down, sweating, in a boiling hot room, to try and edit a video that no one's going to see, hear, and so on. Am I insane? Why am I not able to join anything? Oh my god, I'm already going into technical difficulties. Basically, I have... Let me tell you a bit about my day today. My day has been horrible. Hence why I'm taking all the things that make me happy. Unfortunately, they don't really make me happy anymore because, well, I can't forget. Today, I'm feeling quite depressed, but sorry, that was a bit of a tick moment. But when am I not feeling depressed, right? When am I not, like, you know, horribly depressed to the point where I don't want to wake up? I'll tell you, never. So I'm just having fun. I'm actually smiling right now. That's something special. No one can see it because I don't have a camera on, and I think the camera, if I was to put on a webcam or something, it would have the quality of trying to microwave the phone and then record with it. We're doing hardcore because... We're doing hardcore because why not? I've got nothing better to do. I'm genuinely so happy and I don't know why. It's like I've just discovered joy or something. Yet again, I did put some joy in the can. The fact that this is the only way that I can feel happy in my life is it's not good. But everyone says that they're going to change, and I've said it like 50 times already, and I'm still in the same position. I was listening to some music earlier that made me so happy. I love music, it's amazing, especially like, I was listening to like some, I was listening to Green Day. I love Green Day. I sound like such a smacker right now. I probably can't say that word. I mean, technically, should I not be allowed to, shouldn't I, hold on, let me think. Should I technically be allowed to say it, considering I am under the qualifying category? Anyway, I like this game. There are some things I don't like, but it's a pretty fun game. Like, the things I don't like are when I play hardcore, it seems like there's so much gunpowder you could put Parliament to fear. If there was this much gunpowder back then, Guy Fawkes wouldn't have even need to be under Parliament to do this. This is telegrapher. What's this map called? Telegrapher? I don't know. Should I know because I'm British? I don't know if I know. I mean, like, what do you expect me? I'm not the greatest at pronunciation. Like, I grew up in a very questionable side of my family with words, aka almost all of us are dyslexic. I don't know why I'm doing Roblox. Like, I had R6, so I could have done Rainbow Six Siege and whatnot. Even if I'm bad at it, it's not like I couldn't have done it. It's just I wouldn't have been good at it, right? It's kind of like most things in life. Just because I can't, just because how do you phrase this, man? Just because you're not good at it doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to do it. That's what I was trying to say. My god. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Like, how long is this round taking? It's only the third round. We're so dead. When do we spawn? What class am I gonna? I think I'm gonna get this one. Probably not a good idea considering that would just kill me. Oh well, I guess we can't change it. Grenade launcher. Where are they coming from? Oh, here. Bye, Mr. Sapper. Did that get him? No, I missed. I think... Alright, I almost got... Let me speak. Go on. Oh... Where? I'm on the wrong side! God damn it, I thought I was defending the right place. Okay, technical issue. What? I didn't do what's that smells like. To be honest, I was gonna do something else, but like I don't know what games I could play that are interesting on Roblox. Like, why is my quality dropping? I could have done an extra to a cardboard or something like that. Like, I like this game, don't get me wrong, it's a very fun game. But like, I feel like there's just a lot of, it's on the more like difficult sides of the game. Like, the setting kind of restricts you to what you can and can't have, because like, let's be real, a lot of flintlock weaponry was so similar back then. And there's not that many elite ones that didn't come before or after. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, right, there's another game that's like this one. I think it's a bit better in a sense. It's got very low players, but like, I say it's better in a sense that there's more things to do. It's called Kyoto. Love that game. I pronounced it horribly. It's Japanese. I don't speak Japanese if you could. Oh. Now, like, when it comes to like, that's a horrible idea. Why did I just do that? Oh, please don't kill me. Oh, look, I got a viewer. Hello, viewer. I'm so happy, but so depressed today. I'm so glad you could join though. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I've got nothing else to do, but I have nothing good to really play and stream. And I have no camera to like have like a face camera or anything, so that's just like, what the? Just gotta make sure that I can just remember that moment. Why was my man just genuinely tweaking? Anyway, going on, so I'm playing this, I don't have a sense of a direction or a goal because I've got almost everything. I guess like my goal is to just get like the air rifle, as that's the only thing I have yet to get. I'm not attempting any of them badges because you know how it is. I realise I'm quite near death. Anyway, grenade launcher. Oh, it's not good. I might put a tar bottle in actually. Now, I guess I can talk a bit about this game while I play. I love this game. It's a pretty fun game, right? But I'm going to tell you now, it's not perfect in a sense. Not because of like, oh, it's a bad game or whatnot, the devs need to do more. I think there's like some issues in terms of weaponry. You see, a lot of the weapons in this game, a lot of the weapons they can add in this game are... God damn it, I got like some... I don't know when to try. Anyway, like the issue I have with this game is it's fun, but it falls under the category of there's not much they can add due to historical. God damn it, historical. That's the word. Restrictions. Like obviously you're not really allowing the use of modern firearms in a game set in the 1800s. But like then again, what else could I do? Now, one issue that makes this game quite it makes it die out every so often and then come back is the updates are amazing, but there's not that much replayability in terms of loadouts. Every loadout gets critiqued, every loadout is definitively bad or definitively good, and that's kind of an issue because there's a definitive good and bad loadout, it makes you restricted on what you can. And this is because of like genuine shit. I don't know words. And I'm dead. What's that word I'm looking for, right? It's like... There's this word I'm looking for, right? Oh, no! Yeah, mate. Right, we both had bad reaction times. Difference. No, who's worse. Now, what I love about this game is how fun it is to play. What's a hate is the fact that, it's very restrictive in what you can and can't have for weaponry. The issue with this game is its weapons diversity, or lack thereof in my opinion. I feel like compared to many other games, many other kind of games set around zombies and whatnot, this game has it's a fun idea, the Napoleonic era, right, but there's a bad idea of it of you can't really do much with it. You get what I'm saying? Because on one hand, right, it's a very good game, got good graphics, good diversity of zombies and whatnot, fun, right? But the issue comes at the shop, right? So you see, a lot of these are good, right, but the issue is there's not that many we can have. Like, if we look at this, Rifleman's got, like, 6 primary firearms, right? One of them being a lance. For melees, he's got 4, if you don't include that. One of which is definitively better, one that's, like, you know, pretty good, one that you probably wouldn't use after getting anything else. This one got 2 other firearms from its primary, so 3 in total, and 2 different weapons. This has the issue of, like, lack of diversity, right? And that's kind of the issue, right? There's not that many weapons you can add in this time period, especially when they try to stick to a strict time period. Like, I feel like, yeah, there's, like, some ideas you have to follow. Like, I don't understand one thing, which is why they try to stick to, like, the formality, in a way, in a sense. Like, let's take some of, like, the sapper's weapons, right? Like, all the sapper's weapons are tools, and they're like, no, not the sapper, it's something else. One thing I don't understand is the idea behind the cuirass, right? So you know the cuirass if you've played this game, this thing. This is pretty great. Issue, only certain regiments were usable of the cuirass in this game. And the cuirass regiments are all classed under, at the time, of heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry was not present in some armies. For example, the British Army, they never used heavy cavalry. But, like, I want you to think, right, if I'm in a time where there was a bunch of zombies that would, you know, use melee weapons and whatnot, and aren't using guns, wouldn't you want the cuirass? Like, I feel like that's one thing this game lacks, in a sense. That's not the right button. Like, I get, like, the idea, they want to stick to, like, this strict time period, but don't you think maybe if I was at a time where there were zombies, I'd start putting armor on some of my regiments in general? Because restricting it to certain people like everyone, like, the British definitely had curses, you just didn't see them in armies, because, well, you know, most people didn't pay attention to the curse, mostly the redcoats. But you see, like, that's what I think, right? Like, I think the curse shouldn't be like it shouldn't be like something that unlocks regiments and whatnot. It should be equipable in a sense. I mean, think about it, right? You could easily peel a curse off of plenty of dead people, right? I mean, think about it, right? If you're in a zombie apocalypse and you realise that they're using axes and swords, you would start scavenging the armour off of people. And they did it with the siege engineer in a sense. You know, the siege engineer armour for the sapper. You can equip this because they scavenge it off of a Frenchman. But, like, why is it just the I just love that, right? I look and I see Roscoff and all of the votes flood to it, and we're gonna die a horrible death. We ain't surviving Roscoff. The fact they all, just 1 second. A little bit of technical issues. Roscoff, this map is going to go either amazing or horrible. It depends on the people. Alright, one thing I just don't understand. Why is it the only people that use the armor and the heavy artillery? Like, I think anyone would be using armor no matter what. Like, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'd start peeling the armor off of my dead comrades if they were using swords and stuff. Like, wouldn't you? It's like common sense, right? If I'm in a zombie apocalypse, the last thing I want is to be scratched and whatnot, so I'm gonna put armor on. Like, I feel like what limits this game's creativity is the limitation of like what they will and won't allow. Like, it's fine for some things, but like sometimes it feels like they're letting it be too restrictive. Like, I feel like if they were not like as restrictive, I feel like they would have more to go off of. But instead, they focus too much on its historical accuracy and not like, you know, also logical sense. Like, we're not doing the typical line formations and stuff like that. We're just going at it right. So like, if we're not being formal, why are we still following to strict adherent courses? I just put this barricade up. Let's tear it back down. But like, it don't make sense to me, like, what is the point of still following? What is the point of still following a strict adherent like armory code if you're in the middle of like literal hell, right? Like, if I'm in the middle of hell, I'm not gonna follow like some like strict codes. Because the idea of me following like some strict code, like, oh, you're not allowed to use armor because you're not heavy cavalry, seems a bit wrong. That I think, because like if we're wrong in that case, if we're using French siege engineer armor for the sapper, why are all regiments allowed it? It's French armor, not English, not Scottish. In fact, a lot of people didn't have siege engineers; they just had sappers. So because of the genius, we don't really have a proper thing back up. So I'm kind of hoping that I can just like, oh, that might be done. Right, come on, a little quicker. I'm gonna. Like, because of these geniuses ringing the bell, probably an accident, I sent in the chat. I'm gonna, oh my god, oh, we might be. Here I am having to try and build the wall actively. I'm gonna build this because we're gonna need to get back there. What am I meant to do, man? That's a bomb. Let's just back up a little bit, you know. And there goes the barricades. Come on, build quicker, fam, build quicker, there we go.
The dead won't tread on me! Free America!
I just think we locked a couple people outside there.
What shall I do? Let me treat that dance!
I think we just like locked a couple of people outside to their death. Oh well. oh well, we lost a couple of people. Not my fault. I'm like really tired yet again. I did do like 4 grams of melatonin. Anyway, we're still going strong. But like as I was saying, like the issue with this game is I love it. I really do like Guts and Black Powder, but it's just so restricted. Like I've seen some of the things the devs say, and like I understand the idea. But like in a time like this, where a lot of the guns are either too similar or just genuinely the exact same thing, you can't really be too picky now, in my opinion. And I'm dead. Why am I really sapper? You know what? I think we need another shit. And why not? Actually. I like playing Sapper actually. But like, I feel like when you pick to make a zombie game in this time, you can't really be too picky about like, you know, what weapons should go to what. Because like, I feel like the idea that, you know, because like, let's have a look at the time that we're addressing here. We're looking at a time where all of the guns were the same concept, and the ones that genuinely shouldn't have worked never did. Like, let's take the knock gun, right? The knock gun is a weapon in this game, and it genuinely would have never really been used by anyone. Why? It would break your shoulder if you fight the thing. Meaning when you spawn with a full barrel, you should just realistically shatter your shoulder into 5 pieces. Yet we still use it and it don't break our shoulder. A bit odd in my opinion. And like, it feels odd to restrict what you can and can't do based on historical accuracy, rather than, you know, thinking about, you know, the fact that you don't have much to go off. Like, when you look at a lot of the guns out there from this time, there's not that many you can put into this game, because it's either too similar to another weapon, or just genuinely the exact same as another one. And then they restrict some things, and it just feels wrong. Like, restricting the curse to specific regiments feels a bit wrong, because not every side have heavy cavalry, but I think the only reason why they didn't have heavy cavalry is because, well, you know, historical reasons, but like, don't you think in this timeline that people would start wearing more armor? Because like, if the curse is an armor piece that is only available for those with heavy cavalry, why is the siege engine available for any sapper? Seems a bit odd in my opinion. And like, another thing about that gun is just like, I've seen suggestions for ideas of weapons, and I can see why they might not be put in, but I also don't understand why, in another sense. Why am I... But basically, like, one thing I don't understand, why is it... What was it? Why is it there's no flag weapon? Like, I feel like a flag bearer weapon would be a nice touch, but they always deny it, saying that, you know, it'd be too big and so on, and yeah, it would be a pretty big thing, but, you know, it seems a bit wrong to deny something that's the only other unique weapon you can add, because, like, the heavy saber is basically the saber, but it's basically just a fencing saber. And like, another thing, like, they don't use, it seems like they're just sticking to such a restrictive time frame. They don't go forward or they don't go back. It's either it's weapons from the time or not at the time. Like, you rarely see any weapon that wasn't used at the time. Like, I feel like halberds and proper medieval weapons or medieval light weapons, like halberds is a great example of one weapon that could be used, and so on. Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? But like, it doesn't make sense to me in a sense, because like, you say like, oh, we can't have this weapon because it doesn't fit the time. I feel like if you had a halberd in, that would be a pretty cool touch, but then again, then there's the thing of it doesn't fit the time, although neither would the pike technically. The only reason why you see the pike is because, is because other people use the pike. Or something like that. Like, it's just very weird to me, because like, a flag weapon could very much work. It's just like, I feel like the devs would fuse a lot of ideas without thinking about what else they could substitute, because like, you don't really have that many weapons. You don't have that many weapons from the time you can really use effectively. But like, going on further, this game is good, but I feel like what an issue is that it doesn't have, like, it doesn't think of, what is the word? It's just not the funnest thing to play over and over again, because like, there's not that many weapon combinations you can use without them being so horrible that it's... fucking hate this.
Stop making haste.
Bit of technical issues, I genuinely... I hate how the fact my door doesn't have a lock, for multiple reasons. The one is just... You know what I hate about my room not having a lock? I keep getting interrupted, and it makes me feel unsafe, because I'm sure, man, that's what pisses me off, right? I'm sick and tired of having to close that door, having to worry about that door, because my room is very small, right? It's a small room, and the last thing I want to deal with is constant distractions, because there's a very young fucking child, toddler in the house, and she's very annoying sometimes. And then the other issue I have to deal with is, for some reason as well, I have to deal with this door being unlockable to anyone. And you know why that's a big issue for me? Because of my trauma, I have to remember everything. Anyway, I'm trailing off, let's just get back on topic, let's just forget about that. I was on about this game and the genuine issues I find with it. Because like, it's a fun game, but it's not got the replayability of others, and it's not got that many diverse weapons. And like, one other issue I find is the fact of like, you see, you look at all these other classes, right, like, there's no definitive balance in this game. Like, some classes just have genuine better loadouts, like some weapons have genuine upgrades, and I don't like that in a sense, because then it just is like, why would I even go for this weapon or I go for that? Like, why would I go for the carbine when the horse artillery is practically a direct upgrade? It's a bit less damage, but an extra shot in a game where it takes 5 years to load anything, and then the rifle's considered bad because of, you know, takes forever to reload and so on and whatnot. And then it's like, you know, the pistols, why would I use the single pistol when there's the double barrel or the brass? They did make a change to the double barrels, but like, it's so minuscule, it's still definitively better. Like, I just don't understand the idea of making it so that there's, like, no balance in the weapons. Like, there's a definitive good weapon, and, like, let's take the musket. The musket's a good all-rounder, but it gets outshined by, like, you know, the pike in melee and whatnot. The rifle has a pretty good melee with the sword. Almost walked off the edge. But, like, I feel like... Like, this game suffers from kind of like what a lot of games suffer with, which is it's fun, but it's only fun on new updates. Like, have you ever noticed the pattern of like, oh, this is the game when it's not updated, this is when it is. Like, I remember seeing this game at 20,000 people, and now it's back down to 8,000. And it's not a healthy pattern for your game to only really massively spike in updates. You want to retain people. You want to retain people, not separate them. Like, what I feel like is the issue is just the simple restrictions of weapons to certain characters. Like, they claim to balance, but sometimes balance isn't really going to do much. Like, I understand the idea of balancing the weapons so you, like let's take one suggestion I see, the heavy saber for the officer. That's a fun idea, right? You know, the heavy saber for the officer. They say they don't do it because of balance, and that makes sense, right? But realistically, what would the heavy saber for the officer even do? Giving the heavy saber to the officer just means that, you know, they kind of get more vulnerability. It would just be the saber's charge, but rebranded. And the other issue it would face is it really worth it?
Sir, allow me. Take cover! Take cover!
Like, I feel like the idea of the heavy saber for the officer, it's a fun idea, and I understand why they haven't done it because of balancing, but then again, giving the heavy saber to the officer ain't going to make them that overpowered. Because, you see, the issue with charging and being able to charge with your sword is like, what difference will it make realistically? Because, like, you're gonna die anyway if you charge a bomber, and when you play in hardcore there's 500 bombers. But like, that's just my thing. I might end this video short and stream because like, I've got nothing better to do. And then it's just, I didn't even have any ideas for today, so I'm just gonna round that off now. I hope you enjoy, and